too much damage between the Heartache and the Arrow. So that was actually a much needed rotation, I feel like.
Yeah, it was an Invis rune pickup from Valkyrie at the top rune, and so she was just able to position perfectly.
Valkyrie back to the top lane, but we might have an engagement here. Magnus starting off with the auto attacks. He's going to use the Lava Surge into the Sword Throw, into the Chipper Rockets. Actually, Chipper does get kill credit, but yeah, very aggressive position from Magnus. He picks up the Striders now. They're even going to find the Andromeda here. Do they have the catch? Lava Surge does come out into the Chipper Rockets. Body blocks maybe going to happen from Magnus. No, they don't have the follow-up. Succubus though, he's level 6 and he's here. He has mana with the power supply. A nice 5-second arrow going to follow up that Mesmerize, and Succubus is not going to need to use any spells. Just the auto attacks will bring down the Chipper, so they at least get the return kill there on the Chipper. Mid lane, we have a Keg Stun onto the Succubus here. Magnus already used his Lava Surge. Now they're looking to turn it around with the Cursed Embrace, but Magnus doing a nice job of tanking that arrow. It was only a 2-second arrow. They might look to turn it around. Lava Surge goes in onto Valkyrie, but Puppet Master is here now with that port, and they turn it around with the Puppet Hold and the Puppet Show. Engineer, he's trying to get a return kill. No, he cannot. Succubus has the Heartache up just in the nick of time, and that's 2 kills the way of farming you as a nice teleport comes in the mid lane from the Puppet Master.
Setting up something on Lodestone, but they are going to run into 4 heroes here. Magnus is totally surrounded.
Shatterstorm is procced here by the Lodestone. Here comes the Puppet Hold from Puppet Master. Do they have the damage to bring down Maraxis? He gets the Matrax off. Can he make the escape? I believe his Arcane Shield actually procced the... No, the Combat Stone actually wasn't used there.
I think it was...
procced the Arcane Shield, and that gave him the movement speed to survive.
I think it was one of Puppet's spells. I'm not 100% sure. Could have been Head Smash as well.
Perhaps, but in the mid lane, we have an engagement as the Magma Stun into the Engineer Keg is going to be too much with the assistance of Chipper.
Say it's a very fast-paced game.
Well, it's, yep. Sleep comes out onto Engineer in the mid lane. 5-second arrow going to follow it up, but Magnus is here as well as Chipper. Magnus is going to get hit with a Cursed Embrace from Succubus. He's going to get immediately canceled by the Chipper. A nice shot, but here comes Lodestone with the Shatterstorm. He's going to get stunned. They keg him away from the energy field, which actually stalls some of the damage. Now Hellborn is looking to try to turn it around. The Valkyrie Prism is used, but both teams are forced to fall back respectively. So when it's all said and done, nobody ends up dying.
Yeah, that was a pretty good 2-man ulti from Lodestone, but you know, you gotta hand it to Puppet Max. That energy field was just perfectly placed to deter Maraxis actually gets a 5-second arrow. And...
Yep, bottom lane we have a Voodoo Puppet coming out on Maraxis, but he does get the Matrax off. Shatterstorm is applied here on the Lodestone. Can he get in range for the Shatterstorm? I believe it actually missed, just barely. It was very close to landing there. And the follow-up to the Puppet Master, Voodoo Puppet, just wasn't there. Maraxis is just a little bit too tanky with the Steam Boots and investments. He chooses not to land the TP.
Maraxis still getting gone on here, though.
Yep, the arrow is going to be avoided here. Arcane Shield is applied, going to stop the Comet Stun from landing. Actually, there was no mana up on the Andromeda after the Aurora was used, so...
Okay, I've seen it too many times this game, by the way, and I just have to talk about it now. Maraxis is just such an awesome pick this game. Look how many single target spells there are for him to eat with Arcane Shield. The only AoE stun that they have is the Lodestone Rocket Drill. Yep, this Arcane Shield, that's precisely the reason they were not able to kill him right there. He was totally outnumbered, he was disabled by Puppet, but the 3 seconds of Arcane Shield just gave him spell immunity.
Why are we stacking him? I agree with you. Middle lane, we do have an initiation here. Shatterstorm is going to connect, and down goes the Engineer. Lodestone is going to pay for it with his life, but now Chipper with Maraxis and Magnus are looking for return kills. Succubus is going to get the hold off just in time. Can she stay alive? No, she cannot. The Rockets do bring her down. Malakin is now here with the possession, and Andromeda is going to be turned on with those right clicks from Malakin. Arrow does unfortunately miss. Puppet Master is now in a lot of trouble as he doesn't have a shot coming up for 1 more second. They have the Rev Ward there in the mid lane. They see him. Can they get the Lava Surge up? It's up Do they have the vision though? The rockets are connecting. Steam Bath is gonna bring him down. A heads up play from Magnus to use that Steam Bath there to do the final damage, bringing down the Puppet Master. Only Valkyrie survives.
Because the Rev Ward actually despawned, like right as at the perfect moment for him. So Steam Bath just wonderful.
Yep.
Finishing him off.
He has been on top of those stacks this game. He is now level 16, sitting at 567 gold per minute. What does Legion do to stop this Malakin now? He's just,
I don't even know.
He's slowly getting out of hand.
Because he's got his steam boots on agility right now, but whenever he's got him on strength, he's got a pretty much 2k HP. That's a lot of HP for them to burn through, especially because they are very magic damage heavy. So the Hellborn Zeal is certainly going to be doing a lot of work in regards to that.
It's got to be here. Sorry to interrupt you, but Engineer and Magnus are hunting the Legion players here. They're going to spot off Valkyrie with the Dust. Do they have the follow-up though? Maraxis does not get in range for the Quake Stun, but Magnus sets it up with the Lava Surge, and that's a very quick pick-off onto that support Valkyrie. So they do find somebody in the end.
The only way they're bringing down this Malakin is like a picture-perfect ulti sequence between, say, something like a Shatterstorm into a Voodoo Puppet. But even then, like, how can you get those ducks in a row whenever you've got just this awesome supporting cast around this Malakin that are really just on top of it with their spells? You know, you've got PKs on both Maraxis and Magnus. You've got these long-range chipper rockets that are potentially going to stop anything.
Initiation here onto the Lodestone. Stormshare comes out into the Kexton. Energy Field was put down as well to stop any counterplay. Maraxis is going to be there with the assistance of his Quake Stun, and that's going to be a quick kill onto the Lodestone. Now the TPs did come in for Legion. Will they look to try to take a fight here? Maraxis is going to run right into Puppet Master. Voodoo Puppet is applied, but Magnus gets a nice 2-man Lava Surge, and Malakin is here now, pounding in the right clicks. He brings down the Puppet Master and the Succubus. It's disastrous for the Legion side. GG's are called. CC vote comes out, and game number 1 is going to go to BigEgoCrew.
Team fight coordination from the opposing team in terms of like setup stunts and whatnot. But
let's talk about the laning phase a little bit, just because we are underway. We have a Kinesis and a Midas. Aggressive mana plane coming out from BigEgoCrew, going up against a tri-lane of Deadwood, Monarch, and Puppetmaster. We're going to see initiation here from the Monarch with the Crippling Pollen into the Rotten Grass. Puppet Show does follow, and that's going to be a dead Midas. There was so much lockdown there from the Hellborn side. Midas could not even use his Elemental Warp to get away. Deadwood has the Striders picked up. They're going to look to try to set something up here on either the Kinesis or the Magnus. Initiation starts from Deadwood. Crippling Fallen does follow from Monarch, and there is too much damage there. Rotten Grass even going to connect onto Midas, as it wasn't used just yet, but he is too tanky, as some of the spells were already used on his partner there, so he gets away with the Elemental Warp. Blade Puppet Show comes out. Roddengrath is going to follow it up. The strings are used by Puppet Master. Do they have follow-up damage? No, they do not, as Monarch is not in the nearby vicinity. Shards of Harkon is going to be put onto Gemini here. Mana Sunder comes out, and Madman is going to go down yet again. So Legion's side is doing an excellent job of controlling this Madman here in the bottom lane.
Well, I was just going to comment on what just happened. You know, part of the reason why I said that I like Hellborn's lane setup a little bit more is because I was thinking about how hard it's going to be for Madman to be killed by Gemini and Moira, because you have to position yourself. You either have to lead with Gemini stun pretty well, like fantastically, as he just did, or you have to position yourself pretty perfectly in order to get it as a follow-up. Just 2 or 3 more auto attacks will finish it. Oh, but he gets Chrysalis.
Chrysalis is going to come out onto Deadwood there, so it's going to save him in the end. Midas is out of mana here. Does have 6 charges on the power supply, but I don't know if they're going to look to turn this around. Magma's going to use a defensive stun there, but he's going to run right into Kraken, who uses Release the Kraken, and that's going to be too much damage for him to follow it up.
Yeah, good positioning by Kraken right there, just anticipating exactly the way that Magnus is going to attempt to escape right there, predicting perfectly where he's going to send himself via Lava Surge.
Nullfire Blade, I know you love to go, oh yeah, top lane, middle lane, excuse me, Chrysalis is put onto Kraken. He has a haste rune, so they're going to look to turn this around. A nice release, the Kraken going to land onto 2. Magnus is in trouble now, can he get out of this one? Oh, he turns it around with a 2-man Lava Surge, but hasted Kraken is going to bring him down with that splash, and now Midas is getting turned on with those puppet strings. Gemini jumps into the Moira Arcane Vortex. Shards of Harkon is applied. Moira is going to stun up to a couple of players here. Gemini uses the dog form. Do they have the damage to turn it around as the Voodoo Puppet is put onto Gemini? He is so darn tanky. He's turning it around with the heals from the power supply, but they can't bring down the Puppet Master. Shards of Harkon is going to bring him down. When it's all said and done, the studs follow up onto Monarch and Madman, and now Kinesis is here. He's going for the dive. He gets the Monarch, but it's going to cost him his own life. Double tap comes out for Madman. Mid lane, they're trying to set something up on the Magnus here, but a nice dodge on the Rotten Grasp attempt. They're going to look to turn it around onto Madman here as the transmute comes out, but the Crystals is going to prevent a lot of that damage. Cleansing Wind is going to be used for the speed boost, and Arcane Vortex is going to lock down Kraken. Mana Sunder does come out just a little bit too late as he gets the Tsunami charge away towards his tower. They're not done just yet. Lava Surge comes in onto the Deadwood. Here comes the transmute from Midas. Do they have the damage to bring down the Deadwood? Gemini is now here in the background as well. Chrysalis comes out onto Deadwood. Steam Bath Magnus in the middle of the team fight. Madman is going to get hit by the stuns from Gemini, and he will go down to the team support from Midas as well. Tower dive comes out from Kinesis onto Deadwood. He goes down. The team fight is falling apart for Farming You as they bring down the Monarch as well. It's 3-0, and Legion is going strong behind the towers, but they cannot find it. They need to try to take these smaller engagements where a Legion isn't grouped up. We see a portal key picked up on Magnus. He's going to go ahead and use the Lava Surge. Kinesis is going to follow it up with a Stasis Smash onto Kraken. Do they have the team support? Kraken is going to go down. TPs are coming in. Monarch uses the Cleansing Wind. Chrysalis is going to come out very defensively. Arcane Vortex in the background. Kraken is going to use a buyback here. He's coming back into the fight as he's got everything up and ready to go. Voodoo Puppet is put down onto Kinesis. He goes down. Gemini is going to get hit with the Tsunami Charge. Release the Kraken is used. And Gemini is going to Twin Fangs away. Can he get out in time? He uses the split form, but that's going to bring him down to 40 life. Can he get away from Madman? No, he cannot. Barrel Roll is going to take him down, but Magnus is going to use a Lava Surge to secure the kill onto Madman. And Legion team is in retreat mode now. Moira is going to go down. Puppet Master strings are applied, but Steam Bath is going to be used by Magnus here. Do they have the reveal? No, they do not. TB is coming in from the Deadwood, I believe, as the Crystals is used defensively here on the Kraken. Midas is now out of mana. He has a Chalice coming up in 4 more seconds. Puppet Master is trying to get in range. He's got a Chalice ready to go, but he does not need the spells, actually. Whip is going to take him down from the Shroud, and Monarch gets killed in the background.
Charity spreads. My final offering.
was definitely a nice setup. But Puppet Master is shrouded here. He's going to go in with the shroud into the Voodoo Puppet, but the team support is here. Do they get it in time? A nice Arcane Vortex. It's going to prevent any follow-up. And Gemini, will he be able to get out of here? No! They turn it around! Puppet Master goes down! Gemini survives. It's a serial killer streak for Gemini. Will the Legion team look to pursue any more kills? It looks like that will be the end.